You want to buy decorated models all in one of the nicest communities in Palm Beach. That's what we have for you today. Today, we're going to look at the decorated models of L'Alliance of Avenir. This is the most popular model here at L'Alliance. And there is a really good reason, and you're going to see exactly why. Not only is this the most popular model, it has the most popular elevation. Elevation means the outside of the home. That's called Florida vernacular. 3-car garage. This is a very golf cart friendly community. That's why you have that small garage. It doesn't fit a larger car, but it does fit a golf cart. So if you want to go to the clubhouse down that way, or to the golf course, the public golf course here, more on the amenities of this community later. You could do that. The other thing about this community, about this home, is the porch. You get a nice big porch. As you might have heard, we get nice rainfalls here in the middle of the summer. What better way than to watch it from your front porch? Let's go check it out inside. So pricing, let's play a little bit of a game here. I'm going to tell you the price of the base price of this home, and I'm going to tell you after I'm done showing this house, I want you to guess what they're selling this model for. Bear in mind, they're selling this model decorated with all the upgrades, and I'll give you a hint later as to how many upgrades are in here, and also with the pool, and also, believe it or not, with the furniture. This model is called the Page, as I mentioned. Its base price is roughly $1,030,000. What do you think this home is worth? Or what do you think they're going to sell it for when all is said and done, all in? So this home is about 3,000 square feet. The way they do this, the way the builders Coulter, the way they do that, they give you lots of personalizations you can do here. They have an upstairs here, so that's going to add some more footage. So you're about 3,000 square feet under air because of it, but that sheet doesn't show that because it can be less. This home is a little bit. This master is a little bit longer. It's been kicked out 4 feet. That's what makes it, also makes the loggia, your outdoor patio, bigger. These are all part of the upgrades. The upgrades they put in this house is significant. So when I say furniture, you're getting all this. You're getting this. You're getting the bed. There's a lot of like wall features and built-ins. Like this is nice. I know you can't feel it from the camera, but it feels nice. This is a nice material that they're using here. What I like about this model is the functionality of this master. This master suite is super neat. You'll probably even get this, Yorkshires. The functionality of this master is terrific. So you come in here. By the way, before I go there, it's got like it's a tile floor. It's like a wood look tile floor, which is very popular here in Florida. Cleans well, doesn't get really that dirty. Water closet. With a bow, even with a bow on the bowl. Rain shower. Look at this thing. This is a big shower. I don't normally go in this thing. Had to step down. As you can see, the nice tile. As you can see, it goes all the way to the ceiling. So that's something else to bear in mind. Add your upgrades all together, and you're going to tell me what the price is. Remember, $1,030,000 is the base price of this house. I'll give you a hint in a minute on the on what they paid for the land, what the land is worth. Nice. This is a tub inside the shower. Yes, a tub inside the shower. Some people don't like it at all. I sort of think it's nice. It keeps everything all together and clean. So this is what I like about the master. The closet back here. Nice closet. It's built out. You don't get your wire racks. This is, completely built out with your shoe collection. Coming this way, it still meanders around. So it's a really big master closet. And then last but not least, this closet goes right into your laundry room. So I love that. I mean, so it's very functional. So when you're getting ready, you're putting your clothes on, you get the dirty clothes, you throw them right here, and then you go right out here and you have breakfast. This is beautiful. So some people I've heard say, well, I don't want the laundry room right off the kitchen. You know, it doesn't look right. Well, here is the solution to that. Close the door. All kidding, I just opened it up again. All kidding aside, that's the solution. I think it goes well. Though, so if you're looking from this perspective, let me go out here. That whole side is the master suite from the outside. So all in there is the master suite. I'm going to go outside in a minute, but just briefly, because that master suite is kicked out 4 feet, it brings out this loggia, makes it bigger. Something else you might want to look at. You see that? No transom up there. Those sliders, you got 4 paneled sliders, and it goes literally to the ceiling. So I don't know how many feet that is. I used to know, but that is a big that's a big, and they stack. They don't pocket in the I'll show you in a second. They don't pocket in the door, but they stack. Coming over here, so the other feature, let me start with the kitchen here. What people I hear a lot is, I want a kitchen where I can look out onto my pool on my outside. This kitchen does exactly that. You could be cooking and you're looking out. So there's different levels. You might have heard of the GE. You know GE. GE products, GE appliances. Well, this particular model, there's GE Profile, there's GE Cafe, and there's GE Monogram. Let me give you a guess what the best one is. Can you see that? Can you see that? GE Monogram. That's what they're using here. So these are both. This is a Monogram, GE Monogram oven microwave combo. I have this in my house. I know people love this stuff, and it's all high-end stuff now. And look at that. This is like state-of-the-art technology. You can basically, I've heard the term people use when you buy models. You bring your toothbrush, it's all ready to go. It really is like that. Nice Monogram. Can you get that? There you go. Monogram fridge. It's not a big fridge. Might steal water before I leave here. It's not a big fridge, but it's nice. It's a classic size. Nice desk here. So, and then you have your cooktop. The cooktop has a hood. Farm sink. This is a really nice kitchen. Waterfall countertop. When I say waterfall, it means that this is quartz. It's made of quartz. It means that it goes over. You see how that goes over? That's called the waterfall countertop. Really nice. Here's a test. Let's see if this is going to pass the test. See how you see that? Look at this. So we got a soft close there. I'm going to bring this thing out for later. You'll see what this is for in a minute. Been in this house many times. I've shown this house many times. So continuing, you've got your kitchen I mentioned. Just past the kitchen, you have a super nice, this is like your dining area. It's not a dining room. This is a really open floor concept. I think more and more often than not, people appreciate that. Builders are building that because they listen to the feedback of people. So that's what they're getting. This is like a little bit of a squarish table, but I like it. There's seating how many? 2, 4. I mean, there's like seating here for 8. That's pretty good. And then you have seating for 4 here. you're going to probably be eating here most of your days here on, during like everyday meals there. But for formal stuff, you're going to go here. There's no formal dining room unless you want to make this room a dining room, which you could, but it's a little bit small. This is more like your office. I'm going to come there in a minute. I want to continue with this main area. Again, this is the most popular model in La Aviance of Avenir. And Avenir is the most popular section of all of Palm Beach. Reach out for that Zoom call I'm going to tell you about later. If you want help, with these, don't ever walk in those sales centers on your own. We'll talk about that later too. I say in all the videos because I get upset when people go in on their own. There's no cost to using us. You really should use us. We'll help get you a better deal. We know how to negotiate the deals with these builders too. And if there are existing homes for sale in this community, builder's not going to tell you, we will. The reason why they're selling the models, by the way, you're wondering why, is they're almost sold out. This community is, was opened in October, and now there's only 13 of these two models left. This is called the Hepburn model, which is the bigger collection. There's only 13 left. They have another community opening down the way, which is called L'Esprit. That's a 55-plus community. So they don't need these anymore. So they're selling these models. Again, stick around. I'm going to give you the price. I'm going to give you an idea. I'm going to give you a hint. The land out there costs $250,000. So you got $250,000 to add on to that $1,130,000. So start doing the math in your head as we calculate the price. This is your family room. I like this family room. This is a very big family room. I talk about built-ins. Here you go. Super nice. Nice flat screen TV. You get that too. You get this furniture. The furniture is amazing. I mean, the furniture here is really tremendous. Over there is an electric fireplace. So you can't really get. I mean, I've seen them. They're not really too popular. Meaning wood burning fireplaces. It's impossible to get wood around here. I go into Publix, the local supermarket here, to buy like a bundle of wood. They charge you like $10 for a bundle of wood. You'll go broke if you had a wood burning fireplace here in Florida. And we don't really get that many cold days here. We don't get snow. I'm guessing you might know that. But this wood burning fireplace, I think, looks nice. I mean, it's really for aesthetics. And it does throw off a little bit of heat, but it's really just to look nice. So off the family room is this room. If you've got little girls, they would love this room. Check this out. 19 years ago, my family and I moved to this beautiful part of the world we call Palm Beach. If you guys are thinking about this area and you want to ask questions from people who have relocated to this area, best way to get a hold of us is in the description in the comment section. There's a link. Click on that link. What that'll do is that'll set up some time for us to speak either through a phone call or through a Zoom, whatever way you feel most comfortable. In any case, we have your back when it comes to relocating here to sunny South Florida. Yes, you got a full-blown Barbie room here. An ensuite. I love ensuites. Who's that? Margot Robbie, is that her name? I forget her name. She's in, what is it? The Wolf of Wall Street. Closet. This is like a closet too, but it can be a closet. They made it into a little cove. I think they decorated this room really nice. The designers do a great job making this like all this stuff adds up. So $1,030,000, $250,000 for the land. Upgrades. I'll tell you what they did in upgrades here. I'll show you all of them too. Over $600,000 in this house of upgrades. Start calculating all that together while I take you outside. I talked about the sliders. You can tell, look at they stack nice with the big whatever that thing is. It goes right. It doesn't go into the wall, but it does stack nice. You have really nice terracotta stone here. I'm sorry, travertine stone here. Looks great. This is a $250,000 lot. It's private. It's like nature preserve. You have no one will ever be behind you. If you want privacy, this is a great lot. It's got an outdoor kitchen. Take you here. Blaze outdoor kitchen, refrigerator, wet bar, your sink, and the pool. So a pool like this, with all these water features, and you can see it's quite elaborate. They got an extra water feature going back that way. That's probably in and of itself is going to be at least $150,000, that pool. Close to 200 maybe. So that's my ballpark. If we were to build this on your own, that's going to be $150,000 to $200,000. Fenced off, so you get the travertine and all this. Whenever you buy a pool, it typically includes the pavers that you put, no matter what material you use. It also includes the fence. By law, you need a fence here when you do a pool. They got that super nice grass here, very neat. And back there is your, forever and ever, you have all that privacy that no one will ever build behind you. How nice is that? All right, continuing. I'm going to close up our little. I forgot about something. How could I don't know how I could forget this. This is one of the features I like a lot about this house. Here, check this out. That's why I took this thing out. So I happen to know I've had people that have asked about it and considered getting it, and have gotten it. The retractable screen. So as you can see right now, there's nothing out there, right? Look at that. Screen's coming down. See, I know this house so well. I know where they hide their gadgets here. I've taken a lot of buyers to this house. So, and what I like about this screen is when it's all the way down, you can barely tell it's there. I've walked into that screen. That's how hard it is to see it's there. So if you're not sure whether you want your home screened in or not, this is the way to do it. And if you don't want bugs, you just put this down and that's it. I mean, if it's a nice day and you want access to the pool, you put it off. But look at that. Tell me if that wasn't down, if you didn't see that go down, tell me you would not know. You wouldn't know if there was anything there. I mean, to me, it's incredible. I'm going to put it up. To me, that is one of the nicest things. So the price on that upgrade alone is $16,000, $16,000. To me, in my book, and it's a big one, we'll go ways down there. To me, in my book, that's worth it. Before I take it to the front of the house, couple things about Avenir, let's go l'ambiance. 144 homes. They're 53% sold. They have two collections called the Carson, which is a smaller collection, and the Hepburn, which is the larger collection, which are the Page and the Sydney, which is what we're showing you today, which is why they're selling them. And there's the larger collection is selling faster, which is why they want to sell these. Town Center is going in next year, probably in a few months from now. That's going to be a big thing. Publix is opening first. It's going to be a highlight of this area. If you want to take your golf cart to restaurants and to Publix, you can do that here. Clubhouse, state-of-the-art clubhouse. It's called the Western Clubhouse. It's down that way. It's on the premises of the other community here called Apex, but they have access to it. And I'm gonna go over the numbers at the end too. They have access to it too. In the nicest clubhouse there is in the whole area. Restaurant on premises. It's an all-age community. Should have said that earlier. It's an all-age community. And there's a restaurant on the premises, pickleball. I mean, everything. If you guys, if you're thinking about this neighborhood and you're thinking about anything in this area, subscribe to this channel, man. There's a lot of we cover the best communities in the neighborhood here in Palm Beach. We cover the towns, the pros and cons of living in Boca Raton. We just came out a couple week or so ago. Boynton Beach, Lake Worth, Palm Beach Gardens. We cover it all. We help people. There's someone clean saying say hi to the cleaner. This is an office. Became really popular when COVID happened in 2020. A lot more jobs. There's a lot of people that came from other areas, moved to Florida looking to work remotely, because let's face it, if you can work anywhere in the world, you would probably pick Florida over a lot of places. I would pick it number one, but that's just me. Remember, 19 years ago, my family and I relocated to this beautiful world we call sunny South Florida. I say that every week. I haven't looked back. We've raised our family here. I have 3 kids. The one's 24, 21, and then 16. I don't think I've ever said that on this channel. I'm telling you now. I've seen kids, I've seen my kids go through middle school, high school, daycare, kindergarten, the whole gamut. Now my oldest is in law school now. So I've seen the whole thing. The school here, K through 5, is Somerset Academy. It's got an amazing reputation. It's a charter school. So if you want to know about the schools or any, in fact, when you walk in the mall, there's a thing on the schools here. Notice to parents of age, this is just giving you some of the things. So public school, they have Osceola Middle here, Palm Beach Gardens High School. Rumor has it that they're going to extend Somerset Academy to upper grades all the way through middle school. So that stay tuned for that. Somerset Academy is starting like next week. It's opening. We start school here early in Florida, you guys, just so you know. This is the bedroom in the front. Tom Brady fans. How many of you guys are football fans? Do you have any Patriot fans out there? Of which I am not. I root for the Dolphins, who are here in the South Florida area. But this is a nice bedroom. It's a little bit, the one downside of this, and I tell it like it is here living in Palm Beach. It is a little bit on the smaller side for a bedroom. You're also sharing your bathroom here, which I'm not a big fan of. I'd rather this be a half bath, but it's a full bath. So that's that. So last but not least, I'm going to take you upstairs. So when you buy these houses, any of these houses, and there's a lot of the Lila's a very popular model here too. It's in the Carson collection. Just throwing it out there, we've sold a lot of those. Every home is a 1-story, but can be converted into a 2-story. So this is what you're going to get in this class. And remember, I'm going to give you the price in a little bit now. But let's go upstairs. This comes with the 2nd story. Not all these homes come with 2nd stories. But let's go check out the 2nd story here at the Page model that is for sale here in La Biance of Avenir in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. So what do you think? It's not like an elaborate 2nd story, right? It is it's a loft, pretty much. Like a great family area. When you build these 2nd stories here at the Coulter communities, I've seen some of them have flown out bedrooms. I've seen them with like apartments almost upstairs, like suites. Sometimes with a bathroom, sometimes not. This one does come with a full bathroom. Which is nice. So I remember I've done the calculations. I had someone who bought one of these a few months back now, and he was debating whether to do the 2nd floor or not. And if you do the math, the price per square foot by adding, if you're doing a to be built home, the price per square foot is really low to buy the 2nd floor. So if all things being equal, if you're looking for value, you should add the 2nd floor. So both the models are for sale, the Page and the next one we're going to go in. This is the Page model. They're pretty similar in price. I think there's more upgrades in this one. So again, $1,030,000, $250 for the lot. I told you about, let's call it $150 for the pool. There's over $600,000 in upgrades here. If you want to buy this house as is, with all the upgrades and the furniture that you see with it, this house is $2,400,000. Listen, I know that's a lot of money compared to, well, everything, some of the other homes in here, but this is a model home. This has more upgrades than you'll ever dream of. It has the pool, it has everything. It's on a nice lot. So if you're looking to just pack your toothbrush, as they say, and come in and live in one of the nicest models, in one of the nicest communities in all of Palm Beach, this is a way to do it. All right, that was a beautiful house, wasn't it? I'm going to go into their other model that's for sale. Before I do, I just want to point a few things out. There are to be built still in here. There's only 13, as I mentioned, of the bigger homes, but there's a lot. That Lila, which is the one over there, it's hard to see over in that direction, is one of the more popular models. It's a little bit smaller than these others, but you can make that a 2 or 3 car garage. The elevations, that's a modern elevation there. That's an elevation people do like. This one right here is a Mediterranean, probably a little bit less popular. This is, like I mentioned, the most popular is this Florida vernacular that we had on this page model. Over there is the Lila is the sales model. If you walk into that sales center on your own, you are absolutely crazy. We highly recommend independent representation. Independent representation means we need to be with you on your first visit. The cost of using us out of your pocket is zero. It's the builder who pays us, and they're happy to do so. You should ask them. There's no discount for not using us, and we'll be there from the whole journey, from your first visit to closing and everything in between. We'd love to help you here and living in Palm Beach, Florida. Now I'm going to take you to the other model they have for sale. It's their biggest home here. By the way, it drives me crazy when people come to the communities and don't bring us, and they try to add us later. I'm getting so many of those calls. It hurts me because I really want to help you guys. This is their biggest home. It's one. These two are sort of my favorite. This one, I've said before, it's my favorite, and it might very well still be. This is called the Sydney. And this model itself is also for sale. It's more money than the page we just came out of. And let me show you around this Sydney here in L'Ambiance that is for sale, the decorated model with all the furniture. So this model has a little bit of a darker look. I mean, if you're going to buy this actual house, you need to like the espresso look, the richness of the look. I personally love it. I know it's not for everybody, but you could buy this model as a to be built. There's 13, as I mentioned, left, and you can make it whatever you want. You can make those white cabinets, do whatever. This is a really nice floor plan. If you jack this Sydney model up, like with everything in it, like size-wise, you can make this the biggest home, as I mentioned, in this community. It tops out at 3,300 square feet. If that's not big enough for you, over there, and we help people over there. It's one of the reasons why people use us. We know the other builders too. So if this is not a right fit for you, the builder's not going to let you go, but we'll show you the other developments and the existing homes. They're not going to tell you about that. The people with bigger families that want a bigger home, there's Apex over there. They go over 5. The biggest home there is 5,260 square feet under air. I know this stuff. They have 562 homes there. They're about 60% sold over there. So that's what people do. But we get a lot more empty nesters, I guess, here than we do over at Apex. Apex is a little bit more family, bigger families, and not just bigger families, because if you have that size home, you usually typically have a lot more people. But let me show you around this home, because this is a super nice house. So this home, the base price is $1,075,000. So we're starting at a higher base here. I showed you from the outside, but I do feel like I do need to go out there at some point just to give you some reference. But check this out. When you come in the door, look at the height of the ceilings. That is 15 feet in the air. It is 16 feet with the tray. So that is the indentation in the roof. That is a big, that is a tall ceiling. Elegant entrance, dramatic entrance. They don't have the chandeliers here, That's the one thing I wish they had. The chandeliers. But you want to know something? You can take those hi-hats out and do it yourself. Nice built-ins, nice, again, rich look. Mirrors when you first come in. A lot bigger of an office. So this is their, you can, I mean, potentially you can make this a dining room. They've got that chandelier there. Potentially you can make this a dining room too. I don't know that I would per se. This is a really nice, it's a big office. I like it. I personally would probably keep it as an office. Kitchen. I mean, the other thing is, if I'm guessing you notice, like the page, and maybe even a little bit more so, it is very open, right? Waterfall countertop. Difference here, this is quartz, right? Difference here is this, and I love this. If I'm buying a brand new house to be built, that's not a good way to show you. Let me show you. If I'm buying a brand new house, I want this. This is 3-inch thick, 3-inch thick quartz. It looks beefy. It looks meaty. It's great. And like the other ones, the other one had a nice pantry. The Page had a nice pantry here. The Sydney is even bigger. So this is like your pantry in here. They made it into like a little bit of a coffee room. Cabinetry, again, a nice dark rich cabinets. You get all this. You get a nice coffee maker. I think all things being equal, I think I'd rather buy this house. They got this is like a coffee connoisseur's delight, this place. Butler's pantry, even though there's no formal dining room, this is sort of a butler's pantry. I think it looks very elegant. People can make it into an if you're doing a to be built, you can make that into like a mud room. Off here is your laundry room. And in the laundry room, and this is, I don't know, you never have enough refrigerator space, do you? I know I don't. I like to store meats and stuff like that. Nice refrigerator if you want to, store up your stuff. If you're having people over, you need more refrigerator space. That's it. Another refrigerator down here, but this is of the wine variety. Over here, once again, I saw it here somewhere. They're using GE monogram again. So another high-end material. Look at that. That is nice. Double oven. It's connected to Wi-Fi. Look at this. So that, and this is what's cool too. Here's your dishwasher. GE dishwasher. And then you have here, that's your microwave there. I mean, this is a cook's delight, man. Once again, if you're cooking, you're looking outside more often than not. I mean, I mentioned that to people who say, oh yeah, I like that. More often than not, I get people who prefer that. You could be, this way looking at the television. Some people say, I like that, okay. But more than that, more than 50% of people, when they like the orientation of their kitchen, they like it facing outside, and I don't blame you. GE monogram cooktop with a hood. Let's go check out the master. So I don't know if you realize, if you've noticed this, this is not as deep as the Page. This Sydney model is not as, this is elegant. Look at this. I mean, this is beautiful. It really is. This is a beautiful master bedroom. But it's not as deep. They did not opt for the 4-foot kick-out. But I'll tell you this, look at the windows. I mean, there is just a ton, and they got window coverings. Have you tried to buy window coverings recently? They're expensive. Go look it up. Nice big window, gives you a lot of light. This master bath does not go around to your laundry room like the other one does, but this is nice. This is your master bath. His and her sink. Shower. Look at this shower. This is elegant. So look at the designer did a great job. I know the designer who did this. Reach out to me if you want to know the designer. This wallpaper is nice. Look at the color there. And then look what they did here. They match the color here in this bathroom. Again, look at this in the shower. Look at all the way to the ceiling, and these are high ceilings. You got your handle there, your rain shower top there. It's a step-up shower. Don't know whether you like that or not. Sometimes they have like a beach entry shower. Okay, so this is, if you buy the mod, you're getting this. This is a nice closet. I mean, this is just elegant. I love this. Got places for your shoes. Ladies, your pocketbooks. I mean, this is elegant. This is truly elegant. So I didn't really focus yet on here. This is the family room. So you have your kitchen there. You have a dining area here. They show it seating 8, which looks good. I mean, you can get a lot of people in here. It's if you're in Thanksgiving dinner here, you know, you're not like all crunched up in a formal dining room. This is it. I mean, you have 8 people here. They have 4 there. That's 12. You can probably fit more. Big family room. Built-in unit here in the family room. And once again, you have that neat fireplace. So I'm going to take you outside. I'm going to show you the front room as well. So I'm mixing things up a little bit. Oh, it's starting to rain. Look at this. Florida, Florida, one thing we have in the summer here, you never know when it's going to rain here. Two car garages. 2 there, 2 there. Really nice, right? This has got the modern look as I get rained on. It's got they'd say it here. Tropical modern look, it's what called. Tropical modern elevation. This garage I believe, is separate. So you can only get in from the outside. That one you can get in from the inside. I mentioned the height of the ceilings. When you first come in, you go to the right, and you have this whole suite here. So you can make this 3,300 square feet with the second room. This one doesn't have the second floor. That's why I'm going to go through the price with you. You'll be surprised, I think. But what I like about this is an ensuite. This bedroom is decent size, a bigger bedroom. It has a nice sized closet, and it's got a nice bathroom. So it's almost like your own little suite area here. Another bedroom. Again, like even this stuff's included too, by the way. When you buy these models, you even get this kind of stuff, the paintings and whatnot. And look at the floor, look at the wall. If you guys want a private tour, you reach out to me. I mean, I'll help you. Let me help you negotiate these deals too. I'm really good with negotiating deals with builders because I know how they operate. And I know what their thresholds are, so to speak. Ensuite, pretty big bathroom. I like it. So when you first come in, you got 2 bedrooms right off there. And this is what I love. I love half baths. I've said this in my videos before. I'm going to say it again. I don't like when you're entertaining, you're having your Thanksgiving dinner, and then someone comes in your bathroom. That's a no-go. This half bath that's for entertaining. That's why I like half baths. And if you're looking for a house of elegance, that's something I'd like to look for. So now I'm going to take you outside. They didn't, as I mentioned before, they did not kick out the back. But look at this. I gotta show you this from back here. 4 panels, just like the other one. 4 panels, all the way to the ceiling. Nice big window there, windows there. You get a lot of light. That's what I find builders are doing. Is they're making homes with open, with a lot of windows, because they want to let a lot of light in. And this again, like the other one, this is stackable. Let me show you the pool. Nice private yard. This is about 250 also. 250,000 for this land. Even though it's not kicked out, it's a long loggia. Now I'm going to go inside. I'm going to tell you about the price. All right, reviewing the numbers. $1,075,000 on the Sydney. It's the base price. About $250 for the lot. That pool, I didn't really say it there, but I'm saying now, it's about $150. Again, luxury upgrades, ridiculous. The Page was 2.7. 2.4 million was the Page model. This is the Sydney model, decorated with everything in it, including your little coffee mug, everything in here. $2,470,000. So what do you think? I personally think it's a bargain. If you add all this stuff, have you gone shopping for furniture recently? I mean, between lighting and built-ins, and I know pools cost about $150 for a nice pool like that. That's what they cost, especially with fencing and tile. They make it so it's convenient. This is made for someone who just wants to come, move here, and have it all done. If you're one of those buy it and one and done, these models are for you. Living in luxury Palm Beach, Avenir, paradise here in South Florida.